Safe and sound on the Sifts of Silver. It's a brand new day and it's time to start it off the right way. Shelter check, cargo pad check, floor deployed. Are we ready? Hello there my friends, and I hope you are doing well, and welcome back to Zelly's Tips. Have you ever wondered, what's the best way to start a game? Well, come with me as I'm going to show you my best way. I've thrown up a timer in the top right corner to show you how long this process takes. So there's no cuts in this sequence, so kick back and watch me do my thing. Now the first thing we're going to be dealing with is our biggest enemy. That is oxygen. So we're going to plug in our oxygenator and tether out. And the first resources we're looking for are resin and compound. These are going to help me build my platforms and research chambers. Grabbing some organic on the way, fill up your backpack and then head back home. I found myself a research pod, so I'm going to take that back home, ready for when I build my research chamber. So first things first, get that printer out, get it plugged in and get building that platform. I use some of the compound that I've found to make some generators to give the base an extra kick of power. These require organics, so it's simple to run. So I'm going to need a bit more compound, because I'm going to need to make tethers and finish off this research chamber. I need tethers because we're going to be ramping down to the core, because the next thing we're going to be looking for are bytes. Now bytes can come in many forms, and the first ones we're going to be looking for are small mineral bytes. These are in rock formation in the caves and are worth around 50 each. So after you've hit about 4 or 5 of them, you've got enough to unlock something in your catalogue. So they're a quick way to unlock your bytes. Farming is a great way to get bytes also. They drop small interactable research and also seeds, and these seeds are important for planting, and I'll show you very shortly. Now we're going to continue digging down just to get a tunnel going. We'll head back up and we'll empty our backpack and we'll get some research working. So with our research bay deployed, we'll add that research we found earlier. We'll plant our 2 pop coral seeds and see if they give us some research later on. So another research chamber and some more tethers, and we're going to head further down into the core. Each layer can reveal different treats, and on this layer I'm going to be looking for more research. Now in specific, I am looking for research aids. These are amazing for finding bytes really quickly, and one in particular I'm looking for is the one that has a symbol of laterite on the side. That one just requires 1 laterite, and I found one. So simply place the laterite in, boosh, gives you an extra research pod worth around 400 bytes. I spotted a second one, so I'm going to need more laterite. There's some in the ceiling, so I'm just building up underneath me to be able to access it. Hitting more of those small mineral cave research are really helping. So in this small run, I've made around 2000 bytes. So it's time to head upstairs and make the most of it. First things I'm going to be unlocking is a mod for the terrain tool, which is the first drill, the strength 1. I'm also unlocking the furnace and the soil centrifuge. These are vital again to move forward. I'm going to need the drill to get through the harder packed soil, and the furnace and the soil centrifuge to help me unlock further resources. So first the furnace, and then I fall in a hole.
Turn it up. Let's go.
So let's deploy our smelter and get that laterite on. That's going to give me the aluminum to unlock our soil centrifuge. I filled my backpack again, and I was lucky to find a large wind turbine on a debris site, so always keep your eye out for little treasures like these. So now I have that nice shiny piece of aluminum, I'm going to craft a soil centrifuge, and with the soil centrifuge it's going to help me get the common resources. Now the common resource I'm looking for is clay. Now that is found on the surface and in caves, but the soil centrifuge is very easy to use. It just uses soil to extract the resource that you're looking for. A bit more organic is going to help us keep that base powered. Now our clay is ready, we're going to get it on the smelter, and that is going to transform into ceramic. Ceramic is what we need to make the drill, and this is craftable on our backpack and is going to help us penetrate that harder soil. So now it's time to dig deeper. We're going to head into those deeper layers and look for our astronium. The mushroom biome, one of my absolute favourites. Not only is it beautiful, but it's bountiful in certain resources. Now that we are down onto the mushroom biome floor, we are going to continue because we've still got 2 more layers to go through. Now your ramps are vital to keeping you going in the right direction. If you don't adjust them at each layer, you won't make it to the mantle. The mantle is one tough cookie. You will see signs you are close to the mantle as you will see green hard soil. 2 soils are found here. The green soil is the same density as on mountains, but the yellow soil is even harder. The terrain drill we have equipped at the moment will dig through, but it will struggle. Bingo! We found it! Astronium. This is what we've been looking for. I've got a couple of pieces, so let's head to the surface. My backpack's full and I need to unload and get ready for the next venture down. Astronium is perfect for researching. With 2 of these, I've got 2,000 bytes in my pocket. So I'm going to get these researched, and now we're going to fill our pockets with other things. We're going to go to each layer and start picking off our resources. The first one we come across is quartz. Quartz is bountiful and can be found on all different layers of caves and on the surface. So with quartz taken care of, let's see what else we can find. In the next layer of caves, I've come across a large deposit. This deposit consists of compound, resin, and laterite. All 3 of these resources are very common. Laterite can be found all over the caves, the same with compound and resin, but compound and resin can also be found all over the surface too. So with the backpack full, let's unload and head back down again. The next 2 resources we're looking for are malachite and ammonium, and we're heading down to my favourite biome, the mushroom biome. Here we can find malachite dotted around the surface. It can also be found in the cave below, making this a great source for your malachite. And the same goes for ammonium. Ammonium is dotted around this mushroom biome, and it is also located on the surface in those purple forests. Dirty Zeeb! Now we need to continue our advancement down to the mantle, so we're going to head down our ramps and continue pushing through. Now it's important to note, without the current modification on our terrain tool being the drill, we would not be able to get through this yellow hard soil. But since we do have it, we can easily push through. And we've done it. We are at the mantle, but we need to get down to the surface of it. So we'll continue to ramp down until we've reached it. One large giveaway that you're at the mantle are these large alien structures. A few more feet and there we have it. We are down to the mantle. Now it's time to head back up because we need to do some upgrades. But before we do that, let's grab some more astronium. So we've just hit the 45-minute mark. So this is a really great position. We've got 4 astronium giving us 4,000 bytes. We have a tunnel system down to enough astronium to unlock everything a million times over. But the next step, we need to streamline the system that we've got now. I can't be running up and down forever, so we need to upgrade this tunnel system, and that is our next step. Now you remember that farming that I talked about before? Well, it's time to reap our rewards. We found a research. That research is worth 2,586 bytes. BAM!
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Now I've got myself right, I'm going to smelt that into zinc. Once I've got it into zinc, I'm going to make a wide mod and a boost mod. These are going to help me in so many ways. I'm going to be able to collect my resources quicker, terraform quicker, and upgrade quicker. So let's get our tractor underway. It requires 1 aluminum and 1 compound. Here I find a happy accident. I fall down a ravine and stumble across some graphite. Mountains are great, they are another biome. They house some specific resources, such as malachite and graphite. So we're going to go back and I'm going to show you where you can get these resources. Now we collected those resources, it's time to make our mods and get down to the mantle. Boost mod made, wide mod a go, it's time to widen our tunnel. This process can be frustrating if you've already placed down tethers. But it is super important that you lay down this system, because if you want to upgrade and use tractors and trailers, your small tunnel just won't cut it. So we're going to widen every tunnel that we've made down to the mantle so far. Now this is a bit of a crude example, but it will do the job. Now I am about to make a vital mistake here and I want you to learn from it, because I do not continue what I've just done all the way down to the mantle, and that is upgrading and widening our tunnel system. This is going to come back and bite me later on. So we're at 1 hour and 5 minutes, and at this point we've upgraded our tunnel system and we are ready to take down a tractor. Now we've got our tractor, it's time to build a trailer. A trailer is a fantastic addition. It costs 1 laterite and 1 compound to produce and can hold a tier 2 item or 2 tier 1s. So making this ideal to put a medium storage. So let's get our trailer put together, put our medium storage on, and let's go get that astronium. Do you remember when I said something was going to come back to bite me? Yeah. It bit me. Yes, I just clipped through the floor because I got wedged in the soil because I did not build a ramp big enough. Now my tractor's stuck underneath, and this is just the start of chaos. Not only did I get it stuck, it then got stuck to the gravitational field of the alien structure. And if you've ever tried pulling a fly off flypaper, that's what I think it's like. This is too painful to watch, so from here on out, I'm going to close my eyes. Tell me when I'm free. Now that we're free and the tractor's flopping around like a fish out of water, it's time to find our astronium. My biggest tip for locating astronium is to look up, as it likes to hide and spawn on the roof. It is simple to access, you simply just have to build some soil beneath you to access that astronium. These deposits can hold around 40 astronium. In total, that's 40,000 bytes. Now we're full, we're going to head back up to the surface with our haul. And again, remember when I said something was coming back to bite me? Here's round 2. Yes, I just overshot the ramp. Now I'm stuck in a tussle with the alien structure again. Lesson learned, now to get to the surface. So our upgraded tunnel system is working perfect for our tractors and trailers to head up and down and retrieve all the resources we can grab. Now we can boost our productivity by adding extra trailers. Adding extra trailers means more storage, so we can bring more back. We are home with a trailer full of astronium. Now with all this astronium is going to set us on the right path to what we want to unlock in our tech tree. In this particular run we got 15 astronium, that's 15,000 bytes. Each one takes 2 minutes and 29 seconds, so it is ideal for your research. Before you know it, you'll be unlocking everything within the next hour. So this is our haul of astronium and all our resources that we've collected in an hour and 26 minutes. So I hope you've learned something, folks, and may want to apply any of these techniques to your gameplay. But one thing's for sure, if you follow these tips, you'll be swimming in bytes before you know it. But this is just great beginnings. There's still so much more you need to do, like finding the resources not native on this planet, such as hematite and wolframite. You can check them out in the Astropedia by checking out the planets. My advice will be heading to the Solo for your wolframite and heading on to Glacio for your titanite and hematite. Don't forget, you still have all your gases. Now for easy gases, make sure you check out our video at the end on how to obtain them. But for now, that is everything I've got to show you on Great Beginnings. I hope you've learned something here, folks, and take this advice with you. Oh wait, I love astronium. Ooh, 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 ooh.